Good afternoon, everybody. We are back with more. More. As Frankenfurter would have you sing more. Dr. Frankenfurter. If you know, you know. I had a nap. Actually, so this morning we played Diablo 4, and then I left. Chris and I went and ran some errands, went to the hardware store, came back, went to the butcher store, came back, had breakfast. I took a shower, and then I laid down. I took like an hour and a half nap, and she cooked lunch, and we just finished lunch maybe an hour ago. We had steak. She cooked up some New York strips, salad, asparagus, mashed potatoes. And now I've got an afternoon coffee, and we are settling in for an afternoon stream of Norse Oath of Blood. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, I know we have missions we need to do. We also have projects, and I probably need to work on... I need riches, man. Lots and lots of riches.
This is...
Look who it is! He who is beloved of Ulla.
That is a nice
That is
bow.
something I would choose for myself.
Greetings, Gunnar. What can I do for you today?
These are new. 100%
That
chance
will
of
work well.
inflicting bleeding on hit. Oh man, a Grimfrost's
That
broad
will
axe.
work well.
The problem is they take riches, and I really don't want to do any riches at the moment.
You want this one?
Alright, we do have 3 projects that are about to come due, and then we have a mission that we have to run. Let's see about at least completing these 3 projects first. Hunting outpost. Alright, those are all done. Alright, we have to go do that mission though. More dwellings. Oh shit, so we're expanding our reach out here on the hillside. Oh, how cool is that? Let's expand to the northern reach. Very groovy. Alright, I think we have to go do this mission now. It's rated as hard, I just don't know. No, I want, let's get rid of you. I'm probably gonna need to get better gear for all of these. I mean, he's got, it's probably good enough. He can have a hat. I mean, it's says it's a hard mission. I'm very nervous about this. Yeah, it is true historically, Dribrum.
Gunnar had listened to the messenger, his face carved from granite, eyes flickering with something colder than pity. Wolf warriors raiding under cover of darkness, tearing families apart and dragging them into the night. He knows the scent of fear when it clings to a man's words. Knud may be no bloodkin, but the bond between Jarl and Jarl means something still, and no leader worthy of the name turns his back on those who cry out for help. And so Gunnar will go, not for glory nor coin, but because if such terror is allowed to roam unchecked, it will not stop at Knud's borders.
Very true. Alright, now it says this is hard, so I don't know what to expect here. There's food stuffs. I'll have to remember those if I come back and eat them.
The gods be praised. You have come. With the setting of the sun, those blood-mad creatures will come again.
You will lose more people, for you have no defenses worthy of the name. I could get into this place walking backward with my eyes shut.
We have never faced enemies like these sons of the wolf. Tell us what to do and we will do it.
Repair the broken gate and make
Thanks, Riley.
barricades to force them into killing places, where we will be ready for them. Between waves of attack, do not hide like mice in the floor reeds. Gather any folk who are able to fight and make ready to face the enemy again.
Okay.
They're coming through the wall! Hold!
Hang on. Are we facing them on either side? I don't know why it's facing my characters back the other direction. Huh? Alright, I should. What do we got here? Blood wolf, thin, starved.
Fight me, pig fucker!
What is your will?
I'm gonna say I want to do this. Oh no, because I don't want to knock it back actually. He missed.
I will wade in the blood tide. Uller, steady my aim!
Oh, nicely done. Pelter and Bloodletter. Shit, he's got death throws.
What is your will?
I was born for war.
I am the wall you break on.
Steady my aim.
I stand unbroken.
Okay, we probably... can focus on some heals this round.
Unbroken. Let them come. God. I will lead you.
Alright, you need to use your heal on... Actually, I don't know if I'm going to have a chance in between. I'm not going to use the heal. I'm going to hold. I'm going to let the NPCs do what they're going to do.
I will stand with you.
Alright, he needs the heal.
I am weak.
Yeah, there's nothing around that I can use.
More of them. We
Okay.
will earn our meat.
I'm
this
going to have
night.
to use heals for sure. Okay.
Sword fame will be mine.
Okay. Let's... Woot! 200 collective kills.
I'll make a feast for crows. They move, they die. Ha!
Slaughter them!
Flame goes berserk.
Ha! I spin my saga. Let me send you to Valhall.
Oh, there's two stacked on top of each other. Oh no, he broke my armor.
I spin my saga.
Alright, I definitely need to heal. Holy. That's
Thank
better
you.
than nothing.
Huh?
Blood for Odin.
I was born for war.
I will stand with you.
Sword fame will be mine.
I'm not gonna be able to get there, am I?
Hold!
Why did you just shove me, dude? You shoved your own guys. Uba, you're an idiot. It's not gonna let me get up there, is it?
I'll make a feast for crows.
I'm gonna hold back here because I don't know where they're gonna come from after this.
Huh.
Okay. That is a quick save. And there's a chest over here. Blood axe. All right, we got to get the foodstuffs first. So first and foremost, armor and arm ring. Very nice. You first, sir. Dried meat. You next. There's another dried meat over there. Okay. I'd say we're about as good as we can get.
There will be more of them. This pack is hungry for blood. Ready yourselves.
Okay, we have wolves. I think it just bugged out. Okay, there it went. I was like, it feels like it just bugged out. Alright, this is gonna be rough, man. Yeah, because the wolves do bleed every turn. Oh, and they're going straight for my one guy. Yeah, I gotta... I have a bad experience with wolves for my first... Can't use shield slam on wolf. What?
Sword fame will be mine.
Sword fame will be mine.
Alright.
Ulla, guide my arrow.
Ooh. Nicely done. Alright, let's see if I can cripple the alpha.
Uller,
Show me who to kill. I stand unbroken.
Sword fame will be mine.
what is your will?
I'm okay if they surround Arn, because he's got a lot of,
None shall break
he's
me.
got an awesome AoE attack that he can use at some point. What's up, Starkiller? Doing good, Rob.
I am the wall you break on. I'm ready. What is your will? Let them come.
Blood for Odin.
Okay, now, how many can I get? Only 3? Let me move up a little bit. Aww. I'll take it.
None shall break me.
I follow where you lead.
Okay. I really need to back it up. We need to heal your buddy. Hey, buddy! Oh no, it didn't get him? That's not good.
Yes.
You gotta get over here and get him. That's not good. That is really not good. If I miss the death throws, he's gonna do an AoE, and the Jarl is right there. Oh no, that is not good. Yeah, I missed. Did the Jarl die? Why are these guys attacking each other?
Hold.
Because they're berserk?
Let them come. I spin my saga.
No, he's still alive. Man, that sucked.
Hold. Sword fame will be mine.
We need to heal up.
Valhalla awaits.
My health is good. Get some, Arn. Alright, before I do anything. Bushes. Bushes. Hear me up, boss. Alright. We're pretty close to being as kind of good as we can for the moment. I don't see any other heal item. Oh, there's one over there. I mean, 2 hit points are 2 hit points. Oh, I think I've already used that one. Alright, nothing for it.
Out of the night they come!
Where are they at? Okay, here they come. Warmonger, pack leader. Okay, this is gonna be gnarly. Huge Xbox news? Oh, we talked about it last night. And that's all I have to say on it. Doesn't affect anything I'm working on for the next 2 to 3 years, so
Valhalla
wait and
awaits.
see.
Alert and eager to kill.
Show me who to kill. Eyes sharp, weapon ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, I need to lock down the Warmonger. Okay. Hit as many of these as I can.
Ula, make me strike true.
And then back away if I can, at least one.
I was born for war. Watching.
Do 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 do.
Valhalla awaits. I watch for them.
Blood for Odin. They move, they die.
God! Aha!
I don't pay attention to those types of things, Frankensauce. I really don't. Like, none of that. I don't even know what game that is. That's just so outside of my realm of giving a shit. Like, I just play games, man.
Alert and eager to kill.
I have so many games to play. Like, I've already got
I'll make a
30
feast for crows.
games to play this year, and like at least 15 that have been announced for next year. That kind of stuff is like, I can't even, like, it's not, what?
I fear no man.
Did he come all the way through? Oh, there's more than one. Oh, I see.
Let steel see.
I will stand with you.
Okay, we gotta burn this guy down.
Make me strike true.
Okay.
I will stand with you. For the gods.
I spin my saga.
Alright, I got no way to get an attack on him, so let's... Oh no, he's on the fly. Okay, we gotta hurry up because he's coming in.
None shall break me.
Haven't seen a single issue. We've been playing...
None shall break
I don't know what
me.
stream I'm on, Imp. But whatever you've heard,
I am the wall
you should
break on.
you should branch out and find some other content creators because folks like myself are playing it without any issues. Pretty sure.
I'll make a feast.
What is her name? The Baldur's Gate 3 girl whose name is escaping right now. Luality. Luality's playing it, having a great time. There are plenty of people out there like myself who are playing this game, having a great time, not having performance issues, not having any major bugs. We've seen a couple of things. It's been like little things. It's little launch things from an indie game company. It's not a big deal. Anybody who makes it into a big deal is just a crybaby and having a hissy fit over stupid shit. And I kind of want to keep the Jarl back here because I don't want him to get in any trouble.
Eye sharp, weapon ready.
Do I have a switch too? No, I don't need a switch.
I will wade in the blood tide.
Yeah, I really don't need a switch. Like,
Face me if you dare.
there's not enough games on the Switch that I care to play for it to be worth it.
I was born for
Like, I mostly sink my teeth into big RPGs and stuff, and there's just not enough. I don't think there's not any RPGs that I care to play. Zelda's probably the only one that I would care about, and I'm not going to go buy a console for one game. I don't really get into JRPGs, so that's really not my thing.
I spin my saga.
I need to see if I can lock this guy down. Got him. Can I? I can't really get around anywhere. Do, do, do. I can't. Yeah, some of them do dribble around, but I just it's an art style, and it's a style thing for me. It's the weeb stuff, the little jumping and the bunny ears and the I can't. I can't take games seriously when they have that. I've tried. I have tried many times over the years.
None shall break me.
I will follow where you lead.
Oh, she jumped way too far. Why did she jump so far? What's up, Lou? Good afternoon. These guys are never gonna get here. They run like 2 steps in guard.
Let them come.
They're like attacking thin air.
Let them come.
I am the wall you break on. I will wade in the blood tide.
All right. I'm not familiar with that series, Drbrum.
Aye.
All right. This guy's gonna hurt.
Come and meet your end.
Okay, he's enraged. It's gonna hurt.
I was born for war.
Show me who to kill.
Okay. Man, I can't get where I want to get to like bounce the aggro.
I'm ready.
Oh, it almost got him.
Yes.
None shall break me. Let them come. Ha!
You know, if they had like, if they did a Switch 2 bundle with like 3 to 5 good games with the Switch 2, I would possibly be compelled to do it. But I just can't. I haven't seen a reason to go buy it right now. If there's only like 1 or 2 games that I really want to, you know, not that I want to play them, but like the Zelda games are fun. I played Breath of the Wild on my brother's Switch 1 when I was at his house. Mario Kart can be somewhat fun, but I'm also not like married to the idea of playing like a big multiplayer game.
Fight me.
You know, I like the idea of like a really big Mario Brothers RPG, like an open world RPG. That could be fun. I don't really know enough about what are beyond the major ones. The last time I looked at, and it's not the Switch 2, but the last time of Switch 1, when I was at my brother's house, which has been it was a couple years ago. You know, it was mostly like little side scrollers and JRPGs, things that I really didn't have much interest in playing on the Switch 1. And I haven't seen that the Switch 2 has come out with that many new products. So maybe in a year, when the Switch 2 has a ton of like new RPGs, maybe I would be interested in it. But right now, there's not enough value in it for me to get into the Nintendo ecosystem.
Thank you.
Animal Crossing has been intriguing looking, but it's not a game that I feel like I have to play.
There's nothing like killing a horde of howling, rabid wolf warriors to bring on a thirst.
Mission complete. Do we have any bodies to loot? Yes. We got some new gear. We already talked about the Xbox news last night. That's all I have to say on it. what is that blood axe? Is that one-handed? I'll find out in a minute. It's good. Yeah, Thorgan. So my brother and his wife, they have a Switch, and then they have, I think it's called the Switch Lite. Is it called? Both of the kids have their own. I think they're called Switch Lites or like Switch Minis or something. But both of the kids have their own Switch, and then my brother and my sister-in-law share the Switch One. I don't know if they went and got a Switch 2 or not. I remember my brother talking about it. He and I talked about it when it was coming out. And he was like, I don't see the point in spending whatever it was, like $700 for the thing. Right, and see, that's the other thing too, Thorgan. Like both my niece and my nephew have laptops now as well because of school. And they've been gaming like, so my brother, my niece actually, she's 7. She came to my brother recently and was like, hey Dad, I'd like to start playing some PC games because we've been playing Lord of the Rings online on Sunday nights with the kids. And so we got her a copy of Tales of the Shire on Steam for her to play on her laptop. And then my nephew's already been playing games on his laptop for years. He's what, 11 years old, I think, 12 years old. So they're playing a lot on their PC now as well. Alright, I need to check my herdmen and also give them some gear. Oh, that's nice. Alright, let's check equipment now, because I did get some new stuff. Aha! No, that's her original tunic. Nobody can wear any of the tunics that just dropped. Really? Alright. What about the axe? Is it a two-hand? Oh, hello. What do we got here? Scout's bow. I already have that. It is a two-handed axe. Oh, baby. We're totally equipping it. Handed down to the generations. This is a mythical axe said to have been quenched in the blood of a powerful Volva who had betrayed her king. Hell to the yeah. Hell yeah. To the yeah, yeah, yeah. Might as well give you that. Give you that. Alright, I think that's it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Souls games. Favorite type of game? Big open world RPGs. Any kind of RPG, like branching dialogue, narrative decisions, big cutscenes, story mode games, party-based game, first person, third person. I just like RPGs. Thorgan says my kid's laptop's definitely getting to work. He's experiencing PC modding. Nice. Have I played? Josh asks, New to your channel, do you have an Avowed playthrough? I do. I have 2 back-to-back playthroughs last year when the game went live. We played it on the Xbox Series X, played a Rogue and a Mage through back-to-back when it first launched. Do I like AC Odyssey? It is one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games. Yep. I love all the AC games. My favorites are Odyssey, Valhalla, and Shadows. I like the combat in Shadows the most. I like the story in Odyssey the most, and I like the visuals in Valhalla the most. Really cool stuff. Those are great games. Just did a big old 83-hour Assassin's Creed Shadows playthrough last year. I've got riches now. Do I have enough?
Ah, good choice.
From sunup to sundown.
I can make that.
I need 5 more riches to be able to do the Great Market. Let's go ahead and do the Eastern. Alright. I think I can wait on everything else. Yeah. Avowed's a great game. I would be playing it on the PS5 right now, and for a 3rd playthrough, and I've been resisting. So Gray has been streaming his first playthrough of Avowed, and I've been sort of just watching him and enjoying it from a distance because I've got this game we were doing. Yeah, I've got too many things going on right now. I can't afford to get sidetracked. I mean, I can't afford to get sidetracked, but I'm trying not to get sidetracked because I could totally turn around and do another playthrough of Avowed. Because I would totally go buy it for the PS5 and own it on both platforms. You never know, it might happen. I might make a spur of the moment decision and purchase it. I've got Towerborn coming out next week, so I'm trying to get through this game before we get to Towerborn. Because Tripwire sent me a key for this game, so shout out to them. I've also got Styx Blades of Greed, but I don't know that I'm going to finish that playthrough, to be honest with you. I mean, Nakon sent me over a key, which was awesome of them, but at the same time, I was not enjoying my time in Styx yesterday afternoon. Plus, I've got my Paladin to get leveled up in Diablo 4. We've got a little bit more stuff to do in Dune Awakening. I have finally given away all of the keys that Funcom gave me to give away for Dune Awakening, so those are all done. Tomorrow morning, we're back to Destiny 2 for our weekly session, along with some Skyrim after that. Do I have a special craft? Well, there are things that you can make and things... So, like, across the top, Dokesmon, there are a lot of numbers and icons, and those are, like, my supplies, and you naturally get supplies coming in. And so you can sell those supplies at the various traders. But I've been sort of ignoring that kind of gameplay. Avowed is not buggy. Avowed didn't have any bugs at launch, and it doesn't have any bugs in the PS5 edition. Whoever told you that Avowed was buggy is someone who just hates Obsidian or hates Microsoft, and they're just trying to be a Reddit troll. Obsidian does not release buggy games. They've never released buggy games. Obsidian is a phenomenal studio that releases highly polished and exceptionally well done RPGs. End of story. Did I finish High on Life 2? I did not. Played one session, the audience was not there. I did not play it for a second session. Styx is not buggy at all. I've been having a great time with sticks. Haven't seen a single bug, not a single performance issue. Just not really resonating with me the way that the gameplay is. It's a little too grindy for me, not enough story. Let's finish all these projects. And then I'm probably going to get some more coffee. Oh, a meeting of the Jarls. The time has come. Travel to Valorous to attend Ivor Whale Rider's Jarl meet. Fallout New Vegas was a bit buggy. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Are you still looking for a husband, Jarl Vilborg? I could possibly put up with another wife if your lands were part of the dowry.
You could not afford the bride price, Alfar. Nor would I share a bed with a farting old hound like you.
I like her.
How is your son, Jarl Sfaralda? I heard he lost one of his stones in a Glima fight.
His sack was ripped clean off, so they say.
Then he still has more between his legs than you, Hagsting.
Oh, I like her even more now.
The boy will survive. But you should have heard the screams. Oh. He'll live, and I have other boys to give me grandsons.
So, young Gripson, this is your first Jarl meet. You've been busy down there in Sudavik. I hear you even have your own little boat and 2 or 3 goats.
Beegir no mind, Jarl Gunnar. He has nothing useful to say since his wife sailed away with some silver-tongued skald last summer.
This is a bitchin' game, Real Commander.
Well, Whale Rider.
Tainted Grail is an
you want to
awesome
tell us why
game.
You've gathered us here or
Yes.
not? I have no wish to sit amongst these fools any longer than I must.
Patience, Wilburg. We just wait for 2 more, then all will become clear. Now then, Jarl Gunnar, I want no trouble in my hall, understand?
Yeah, but you're about to
Why would I
invite...
cause trouble, Jarl Eva?
Because he thinks you will try to cut my throat.
Traitor! You dare show your face here! I got you, snake!
There will be no violence in my hall. Sheath your blades. Do it now.
Peace, nephew. This is not the time or the place.
You will have no trouble from me.
He is no Jarl but by treachery. He murdered my father. Slaughtered our people.
And mark my words, Steinar, I will collect the blood price for the life of my sister.
I took Gripper's high seat by the sword, as is our way. And you? Why are you here, Gunnar? You are no Jarl. You are a farmer working some shithole spit of land that your uncle gave you. And your sister is not dead, Ekin. So we will have no more talk of a blood price. Hauker, how is Ragnhild? Still keeping your bed warm?
She is a fine woman. I think she is growing used to my appetite. You swore an oath to protect Gripa, to protect Borna. You betrayed us!
You are no fool, Arn. You know that Gripper was weak. I had to put him down. Borna is stronger because of it, because of me.
I'll kill you! Enough! All of you. Or I will have you thrown out of my hall.
I would leave if it was me. I wouldn't stay. Sorry.
Good. Now perhaps we can get to the matter of why I called this Jarl meet.
At last, I was beginning to think we would miss the harvest.
As you all know, there is no one more far-traveled than I. I have been in the West this last year, and now I have returned with a gift.
What gift?
An opportunity.
Fuck. I knew this was a waste of time.
Believe me when I say we can all become as rich as the
Yeah,
family
Connor, this is
themselves.
all
Now I'm listening.
Mocapped.
He speaks of England. He wants us to risk our ships and the lives
The power
of
of
our
Unreal
men
5.
for a raid in the west. I have heard there is much silver to be had in
A
the
little
halls
indie
of the
team can
White
create
Christ.
something like this
The only thing
and do
you will
full
find
mocap.
in England is a mass grave for you and all those who follow you. I will have none of it.
Let Whale Rider speak.
I have built a small burg in Jutland. From there, we can raid down the coast. My men and 3 ships await my return. But if you join me, we can raise a great warband.
And who would lead this great warband? You?
Why not? I know the lands in the west better than any here.
You expect us to take our heartmen and leave our homes? Our people undefended? No, I won't do it.
I will gladly sail west with you, Whale Rider. But as Jarl Aegir points out, I have only a small boat and 3 goats. Besides, there are more important things than silver.
If Svensson says there is easy silver for our sea chests, we should consider his plan.
I have 3 times your Lanson with Jarl Eivor. If we sail west, I lead.
No worries,
A
Thorgan.
warrior
Shout out
should
to
lead. I have fought
Tripwire.
more battles
They're the
than
ones
you,
who sent me the
Jarl
key to
Aegir.
this.
I am tear blessed, as young Gunnar here will attest.
You are a Nithingsteiner. Only a man without honor would follow you.
It has to be me. I have made the journey 3 times. My men wait for me across the sea in Jutland.
I can see this is becoming a pissing contest. Send for me again when you have decided whose ship will get the best berth in England.
There's more silver than you have ever seen, and most of it unguarded.
Correct. This is not
We will
voice
talk
acted.
again
This is motion
before
capture.
the next raiding season
So the
passes.
actors are not only performing the voices, they are performing the characters. There is a difference between voice acting in a booth and motion capturing performance capture. This is all performance capture. So these are actors performing a role. They are not in a voice booth doing just voices. Yep, there's a bunch of development diaries up on their social media showing all the motion capture and everything that was taking place for this game.
I will kill him.
There is honor in biding your time.
He's right. Better not to act in the heat of it when rage drowns out fear. Revenge must be built like a good fire, if it's to burn fierce and hot.
I would welcome you in Jutland, Gunnar. I see the fire in you. We could get rich together. We 3.
Perhaps one day, Jarl Eivor. When I wear my father's torque at my neck, we will speak of it again.
But yes, this game does have great cutscenes. And it's got a pretty good story so far. All right. Do I pay attention to viewer count during the streams? Not really. I will occasionally tab out when I check things and I'll see it. But I don't really pay too much attention while I'm streaming. It's usually after the fact. I can see what the numbers were. And then Chris will let me know if it's like been a really big one, because she usually watches most of my streams, and I'll like duck out for a cup of coffee and she'd like, your audience is really big today, or the audience is small today. So she usually is the one who lets me know how things are going. Every day is different. Every game is different. Like this morning, I could tell you right now, I'm going to tab out really quick. Like this morning we had about 95 people on YouTube watching Diablo 4. We had about 40 people on Twitch, and we had about 30 people on TikTok. So we had in total like 150-ish, right? Watching the Diablo the Diablo 4 stream this morning. Right now we've got about 30 on YouTube, about 30 on Twitch, and about, looks like 7 on TikTok right now. So we're about 70. We're about 70 people. So it just, every game is different. Also, time of day is different. This is not my peak time. My peak hours are in the morning when I have our more international audience. But that's why I do 2 streams a day. We do one in the morning, which has our big audience, and then we do one in the afternoon, which is a smaller audience, and I play 2 different games a day. And then in between, if people miss the streams, they can go over to YouTube and watch the VODs back, or they can watch the episodic versions. Yeah, Thorgan, they had me play, they reached out and had me play the demo last year of this game, and then they put me up on the Steam page a little bit. When the demo was out, and then I know at one point I had a conversation with them about getting my face in the game as one of the herdmans, as one of the people that you can hire, one of these guys. And they were totally open to that. They like sent me all the data, and they were like, yeah, you could totally do that. We'll put your face at the game as one of the herdmen. But unfortunately, it was a scenario where I was going to have to learn how to use a brand new piece of software, and it was going to be, wasn't something that was going to be like 2 to 3 hours of my time. It was something that was going to be like 2 weeks of learning how to use this software to like do the video footage and get all the headshots, and they wanted me to shave my beard, and I was like, I'm not shaving my beard. Like, I'm not shaving my beard to get my head in a video game. Like, sorry. The only way I would shave my beard was if you paid me a shitload of money, like an actor. You want me to act in a movie and you want me to shave my head and shave my beard, I'll do it for cash, but I'm not going to do it just to have my face in a game. But they're a really cool company. The publisher in the US, and the Arctic Blizzard, I think is the name of the company who did the development. Yeah, but I was born in the U.S., so yeah, I'm not Mexican, so I pay taxes in the U.S. I make the dollar. So yeah, even though I have a homestead in Mexico. Have I talked about financial strategy? Sometimes we have had streams where I have talked about it, yes. My financial strategy is literally just, I have everything paid off. I have no debt. I have no credit card debt, no mortgage, no rent, no loans, nothing. I live 100% debt-free with my wife. And so we just bought an investment property. We bought some wooded lands. Dave Ramsey no, that's boomer generation bullshit. We have investment property outside of town where we live, which we just bought last, I don't remember. We'd have to go back on the channel. We talked about when we bought it. That was the first piece of investment property we bought. We bought this place in cash at the end of 2021. Paid cash for this place. Moved here in the beginning of 2022. Furnished it in cash. And then since then, we've probably added, we just did a rooftop, which is all documented. This is all documented on the Homestead YouTube channel, by the way. So we just put a rooftop garden expansion on, which we just wrapped up like 2 weeks ago. That's, the only thing we have left to do with that is we have to get a stairwell put. We still have to get a stairwell installed. I mean, to this place we have added probably... We added the let's see, I built the chicken coop, I built the cat shelter, we put the patio roof on, we built a patio, we built the catio under the patio, we've redone a bunch of plumbing, we redid all the wiring, we just painted the exterior of the home like 2 weeks ago, put the rooftop garden expansion on, bought the investment property last year. This year we'll probably We're debating right now. There's a big field in front of our house, which has lots going for sale right now, and we're debating buying a couple of lots right now. But we're trying to decide if we want to do payments or just buy it outright in cash, because neither one of us likes to do payments on anything. But they are people from Christina's church, and they know the people, and so it would be someone trustworthy to make payments to. But we're trying to figure out if we just want to buy it cash or not, and that would be additional investment property. So my retirement plan is just we have investment properties that we're in the middle of. We just purchased our first one. No, I do not have double tax. Nope. Yeah, God ain't making no more land. Buy it. Yeah, land is the #1 thing you can buy. I mean, I think it was what's her name? Not Pokimane, the other one, the other female streamer who's really famous. Amaranth. She was on a financial podcast last year, and like all of her money that she has made goes into. She owns like gas stations and farmland. And a big farm with horses and stuff. Like, if you're going to do any investments, it should always be in land. So what my wife is interested in doing, and she's the one who's going to be taking care of this, is basically the investment properties we're buying now. There are local incentives where they will subsidize building homes on the land if you own it in residential areas. And so, as we own property, Chris gets to have that subsidized building take place, and then that gives us rental properties. So, right now we're basically setting ourselves up so that over the next 5 years, we should have 2 to 3 rental properties. I don't earn income. This is why, yeah. I have an accountant. I just do it all through my accountant. I earn U.S. income, so it's not the same thing. The exclusion is on income you make from outside of the country. But that's an accountant thing. That's why I have an accountant, and I pay them to take care of all that stuff. Man, I am like, don't know what I want to put in here now. How did I accumulate wealth? Live cheap. Seriously, like I started traveling in 2007, and I started making money online in 2007 and traveling full time. And my strategy was literally the guidebooks that I used to sell when I was in the travel industry is basically, living in destinations, like living like a local and selling guidebooks and stuff. So that whole strategy was you can live in most developed cities around the world for a fraction of what it costs to live in the US. And so traveling around the world, making $3,000-$4,000 a month working online as a writer, spending maybe $600 a month on my cost of living, it's not hard to save. You pay your taxes, you spend conservatively $1,000 a month with entertainment and everything included, and then everything else goes into liquid, and then you can do what you want with that. Oh yeah, it's way cheaper down here. That's one of the reasons. I have universal health care. I have permanent residency here, and I have permanent residency, universal health care. I've talked about this. We've talked about this in a video somewhere else. I have a video on my YouTube channel called, like talking about the cost of living down here. Like, I think right now we're maybe spending $800 a month total. But again, as far as taxes and stuff go, I have an accountant that takes care of all that for me, so that's not my thing. I give them all my paperwork and they do all the filing. I just give them receipts. What do I need any of this stuff for? Nothing that I can see. These are still going through. I need more riches to do that. Alright, we now have a new house built. 2. You can't get rich spending your own money? Exactly. I need some more riches if I'm going to do that. I have 6, I need 15. Oh, he doesn't have any riches at the moment. Nor do you. Yeah, I'm not an expat though. Like, I divide my time, so I spend a lot of time in the US and I spend a lot of time here. So every year's a little bit different. There we go, we got some riches. I need 11. No, sorry, I need 9. I can't count. Oh, he only has 8. Alright, well. I haven't been able to use... Okay, I need one more from somewhere. I gotta find riches somewhere. They might not have any anywhere. I don't think they do. Says if nobody else has any more riches. Holy shit, that's expensive rent, Frankensauce. Rent in Canada is $24.08. Yeah, see, that's where like when we were living in Mexico City, we were downtown, like 2 blocks from the American Embassy. And we had a fully furnished, the lady was super cool. Like, we were there the whole 4 years we were there, we stayed with that one lady. It was a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, but a pretty decent sized. I had my office was set up in the living room. First floor, so not the ground floor, but the first floor. So fully furnished, 1 bedroom place, downtown Mexico City, in the heart of the city, like 2 blocks from the Angel of Independence. They filmed so many movies. I saw so many movie stars when we were living there because they were always filming movies right around where we lived, all the TV shows and everything else. That place was about depending on exchange rates, was like 650 to 700 US dollars a month, fully furnished. That was rent, water, utilities, or not utilities, rent, water, and like maintenance. And then outside of that, we paid electric and internet, and groceries. So $1,000 a month. I think some months we get up to like $1,200 a month for total cost of living. That's going out and eating. That's buying lots of whiskey and wine and cigars and eating out 3-4 times a week. Going to the gym, having a gym membership. The U.S. is fucked. So is Canada and the U.K. and Australia. Like, so many countries have such a obnoxiously high cost of living. So when I was doing my public speaking career, for the 7 or 8 years that I did that, I literally got paid to travel around the world and teach people about living in developed cities as a digital nomad, making a living online and living. So I lived in Sofia, Bulgaria, Bogota, Colombia, Cancun, Mexico, Playa del Carmen, Mexico, Mexico City. I've been living on abroad since 2007, so almost 20 years now. There is no way, even when I lived in Colorado, which was the last state that I lived in the US in terms of living there full time. This was back in 2007. My cost of living for 2 people at the time was about $4,000 a month. Because we had I had a truck payment, rent, groceries, gas. I mean, just gas alone was like $750 a month for my truck, And these days, shit, it'd probably be $6,000 a month just to, have a 2-bedroom apartment. Because rent these days, so I had a job interview, this has been years ago now, probably 7-8 years ago. I had a startup company in Austin, Texas that reached out and wanted to headhunt me to be their director of marketing. And they were offering like $180,000 a year, that's a great salary at the time. $180,000 a year. But it was Austin, Texas. And I was looking at it going, and they were like, one of the perks of the job, I'll never forget this. They were bragging about how one of the perks of the job was free parking in downtown Austin, right? And I didn't, because I haven't had a car since 2007, because I've lived in cities, and so I just always take Ubers and taxis and trains and metros and everything everywhere, bikes, whatever. I'll walk. I haven't had a car since 2007. I don't have a driver's license anymore. I don't need a vehicle. And it's the parking alone was like $1,500 a month. The value of the parking was like, and this is 8 years ago, $1,500 a month was the value of just the parking in downtown Austin, Texas. And then I was looking at rent, and at the time, to find like a 2-bedroom place for Chris and I in downtown Austin, Texas was going to be a minimum of like $2,500 a month for an unfurnished box. And then you've got to have utilities and all your health insurance. I mean, it was going to be $4,000 a month just to have your basic costs, not even mentioning like food and all the other stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to go live. Why would I want to go live somewhere where it's going to cost me like $5,000 a month to just survive? Fuck that. So, I for a very long time, my job was teaching people how to travel around the world and live in different cities.
Oh! By the gods, Gunnar, stop scaring me like that.
Because I think for the entire time I've lived abroad traveling, I don't think I've paid more than $650, $700 a month for rent for fully furnished apartments in 20 years. At one point, I remember I had a studio apartment in Cancun when I first got there. This is back in like 2010.
If you have so much time on your hands.
2010, I had a studio apartment in Cancun, Mexico for $325 a month, fully furnished. Unlimited air conditioning, all utilities paid, $325 a month. And she never raised the rent on me. I rented that apartment for like 2 years. And then I moved into the next door building, which was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, which was like, I think she charged me 550, 600 bucks a month. Again, fully furnished, all utilities included. I could run the AC 24/7. Never had to pay an electric bill. Bamboozer says I live in the Netherlands,
should know what he wants, Gunnar.
and fixed costs are at like 6,000. We're a family of 3 plus a dog. Yeah, but you also have like you're in a high tax, like that's a different. Yeah, you're in a weird tax bracket. Yeah, everywhere you live in the world has different costs, so you just have to figure out what you're gonna. It's like my brother sent me a message today, right? So they have a big cattle ranch in Missouri, where Chris and I spend a lot of time up there, and he was telling me they need to get a new well dug for the cows, and it's going to be $20,000 to drill a well, and it's like what the fuck? They got a well dug like 8 years ago for $7,500, and in 8 years it's gone from $7,500 to $20,000 to drill a well. And it's like it's just fucking A, man, the costs. But that's why we have this little homestead. Like we own the land, we own the house, we have a bunch of chickens, we have a bunch of ducks. I think we're butchering a duck. I should say she's butchering a duck tomorrow. She usually butchers 2 to 3 ducks a month. We're getting like 15 duck eggs a day right now, which is way more than we can consume. So she's selling those out the front door on Facebook Marketplace and to family members. So she's got a side gig, you know. At the time, like 8 years ago, 180K was good money for the director of marketing position. I wouldn't do it for less than 250 now, though, the same job. Yeah, I wouldn't do it for less than 250, and it would need to be full benefits. Yeah, you're not getting me out of my house for less than 250K a year and everything included. I don't think I need to do anything else. I think we're just waiting for the next story update. One more down, Dugsman. Nice. Alright, well, let's see where the story goes. There it is. Frank says, my friend just moved out of her parents' place at 30 years old into a basement apartment, 1,500 Canadian for a studio apartment. Oh my god, that's expensive. Gunnar, 3 of our young women are missing. They went deep into the woods, chasing whispers of a standing stone said to be sacred to Freya, hoping her blessing might grant them the gift of life in their bellies. But it's been 3 days and they have not returned. I would take some warriors and go after them. If they're still breathing, we'll find them, and if not, we'll put it in to whoever or whatever took them. That sounds like fun. No, I don't want you. I want Isa, my shield made, berserker lady.
They call them Utlagi, outlaw, cast from hearth and hall like wolves driven from the pack. No kin would shelter them, no man dare break bread with them, for their name is ash in the mouths of the law holders. The Tingit has spoken. Their blood is fair game, their lives forfeit, their deaths a prize to be claimed by any brave enough.
Nice. You're flying into Cancun next month for the first time. How does it compare? Don't. Yeah, just I haven't been there in a while. There's always fights between Uber and taxis, and the taxis are gonna rip you off no matter what. So if at all possible, have your hotel organize your transport for you to and from the airport. It's gonna be the easiest way to do it. It'll be the cheapest way to do it. Don't don't deal with the taxi syndicate going to and from Cancun Airport. That's the biggest tip I could give you. Have your hotel arrange transport. And they might charge you $100 for it. Trust me, it's cheaper and way easier than trying to deal with the taxi syndicates. If you've got it included with Escaret, you're gonna have a good time. Escaret's a cool place. Yeah. No, Escaret's good. That's a good organization. I think we talked about this a couple months back when you first mentioned this because I think you were the person I was telling if you go to the show, if they still offer it, get the dinner in a show, not just the show, because that dinner alone was so worth. Yeah, okay, yeah, you are the person we talked about that. The dinner alone is so worth the cost of entry because it's a 5 course meal. It's like so good. Yeah, Escaret's a lot of fun. But yeah, if you've already got transport handled, it's a small airport. It's not very big, so it's really easy to navigate. It can be chaotic on the way out. So what I will say is on whatever day you have planned to leave, make sure you treat it like any other international, get there like 4 hours before your flight leaves because it can get a little crowded sometimes. And well, you're not going during high season if you're there in like a week or so. What did you say you were going? I'm gonna scroll up and look. Next month. Oh yeah, you're not in high season, so the airport shouldn't be too bad during March. Um, all right. We're going to take a couple minute break here, everybody. I need to go get some more coffee, check in with Chris, make sure everything's good around the house. I think I'm going to go eat the rest of my steak and salad as well. Just a quick snack break. We'll be back in a few minutes, everybody. I was just outside thinking about one of the questions that was asked earlier was, what about 401k and all that other stuff? I don't trust anybody to take care of me when I'm old. I don't trust 401ks. I don't trust government Social Security plans, pension plans. I recommend that you. I mean, Dave Ramsey. Somebody mentioned something about Dave Ramsey. I mean, he still has some occasional good advice. But the problem is most of his advice is outdated because he's coming from a previous generation of. He's very out of touch with that. Yeah, no home care, Farah. Yeah, I think it's like even if I can, like let's just say for a minute that I could draw Social Security. I think that I'm 46, right? I can't even start to draw any sort of monthly until I'm in my 60s. Not if I want, if I want to avoid penalties and stuff. So it's 20 years, 18, 20 years until I can reliably start drawing. I'm not going to trust that the government is still going to be there to have my back in 20 years. I think anybody who trusts in that system is you probably shouldn't. No, I think the baby step things are bad. I mean, I think he has some good advice about like I can't remember exactly what he says, but like you take a certain percentage of what you earn, pay your bills, have an emergency fund set up, stick money in the savings. Some of that stuff is, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad way of doing it, but it just depends on everybody, too. Oh, that's right, I'm not playing controller with this game. Ha! I'm like, where the hell is my controller? Invest 15% of your gross. So 1K start. Yeah, that was the thing I remember talking with someone about like maybe 6 months ago was the 1K $1,000 starter fund, emergency fund. That doesn't $1,000 is nothing these days. And you need like 5,000. It'd be better if you could do 10,000 in an emergency fund. The debt payment thing though is like it's not hard to avoid debt. The problem is they don't teach people in school how to avoid debt. The first thing that happens, at least in the US, I'm sure it's the same in Canada, as soon as you get to the point where you're like 17, 18, they immediately start offering you credit cards. They immediately start offering you school loans, right? Immediately, as soon as you're like 17, 18, here's credit cards, here's school loans. No one ever teaches you anything about income management. No one ever teaches you it's so predatory. And here's the fucked up thing. If I'm 18 years old, I can get $150,000 in school loans immediately. But if I go to the bank and ask the bank for a $150,000 business loan, the bank is going to tell me to get fucked. They're not going to loan me $150,000 for a business, but they'll loan me $150,000 to go to school. Why? Because a $150,000 school loan is not deletable through bankruptcy. You cannot get rid of school loan through bankruptcy. You can get rid of business debt through bankruptcy, but you cannot get rid of school loans through bankruptcy. So it's this massive scam of like, and there's nothing wrong with taking business loans and doing loans and things of that nature, but that whole system of get you hooked on credit cards and school loans when you're 17, 18 years old and you don't know any better, holy shit. And no one ever tells you that it would be way better to like build a business or go work a mentorship, learn a trade, do something like that when you're 17, 18 years old, but instead they send you straight into this like $150,000 debt system and now you're ball and chained for the rest of your life making school payments. Frankenstein says got a degree that had no job prospects, $22,000 in debt, which I finally paid off in 2025. Took me 12 years from when I first got the loan. Yeah, man, that's the real. I lost a brother I've talked about this very openly in the past. I lost a brother to suicide years ago because he was in the system, and he was 30 years old when the financial crash happened after 9/11, and he had $300,000 across 2 mortgages and like $60,000 in credit card debt, and he lost his job. He lost everything. The IRS came after him for a bunch of taxes. They liened his house, lost all his stuff. He ended up back living with my parents at 30 years of age with, you know, $500,000 of debt and no way out. And did not
This is the sacred place they came to.
did not make it out of that.
Let us hope the goddess is watching over them wherever they are.
So it's a dangerous system. What is this? Provisions. Yeah, we've talked about it before in the past. It's also got that happened when I was travel blogging. So there's a bunch of blog posts about it. When I wrote a whole book about it years ago.
Help me, friends. I was out here hunting for squirrel when I turned my ankle on a root. I can barely walk. Sorry, friends. These are hard times. Trust no one.
It's a trap. Blades ready.
All right, it is a trap. It's a trap! Thanks, everybody. I mean, it was a long time ago now. It was back around 2011, 2012. I can talk about it now, but it was rough when it happened. But yeah, it's a. I remember I did a couple years after his passing, I got asked to come do a presentation to a class of high school students who were like 16 years old, I think, at the time, and it was a friend of mine who taught high school, and he wanted me to come in and talk to the kids as a counterpoint to all of the school counselors who were coming in telling them to go to college. Because I was living abroad, and I think I had already formed the game studio by that point. It was my first game studio we had founded. We were working on the MMO, and so he had me come in and talk to the kids about how, because I never finished high school, I never went to college, you know, and he's like, here's this success story of what is possible if you just put your mind to it and do a different path than going to college and, you know, strapping yourselves down with a bunch of loans. And I wish more schools taught that, but they don't teach any sort of like financial literacy at all. Because they don't want you to be literate. They want you to just get those loans, man.
I stand unbroken.
Oh crap, there's a bunch of these guys up top too.
I will stand with you.
Yeah, it's a real thing, Dokesmon. There was a bunch of people, you know, that went through some crazy times after that crash. But speaking of like buses, that was the most interesting thing to me was when I was in I think it was when I was in Bogota, in Colombia, like around 2011, and we were having a conversation because I was doing part of my travel guide there at the time. We were discussing, like, you could see how everyone took the bus, the train, everyone took public transportation all the way up to the lower upper class. So like all of the middle class people were still taking. So if you could imagine, you know, someone who's making $100,000 a year as an example, and they're still taking the bus to work every day or the train to work every day. Why? Well, because there's no need to, like, why have a, because vehicle costs were so obnoxiously high in Colombia at the time. If I remember correctly, it was something like there was a 60% or 80% tariff on vehicles coming into the country. So it was very expensive to own a vehicle. So most people take transport, you know. And this idea of, like, in the US at least,
Fear no man.
everyone pretty much has to have a car because there's jack shit for public transportation. And often people live so far away from where they work. Keep the poor poor and the rich rich. George Carlin has some great bits about this as well. They're still relevant even though they were from like the 70s and 80s. Shut up and work that factory job.
Let me send you to Valhalla.
Don't think, just work. Spend money. Boost that economy. The Dow is up, guys. Wait, I'm not supposed to be political on my channel. Sorry.
I'm ready.
Is this guy hunkering down? Who is this over here? Oh, that was how you get up. Alright. Well, I would say the one thing, Thorgan, like, you know, I get a lot of shit from some of the younger people who are like, hey, Gramps, hey, Unk. You know, like, a lot of people will call me a boomer, which I'm not. That's the generation from before my time. And I did not have a silver spoon. You know, like I said, I got kicked out when I was 15. I just learned really early on that if you want to live, you got to work. And I learned financial literacy by just needing to survive. Correct. I went white like probably. My hair is still pretty blonde, like the temples are white, but the beard went white. About 10 years ago I started going gray in the beard when I was like 35, 34. But I get people all the time, they're like, "Oh god, you're a rough 46." And it's like, I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm certainly not going to go out there and dye my beard or dye my hair. My wife dyes her hair. I give her shit for it all the time because I am like, honey, I love you. You don't have to do that. But she likes to do it for herself, and I can't be bothered. I'm like, I just don't give a fuck. Like, you guys see me every single morning. I roll out of bed and I come straight on stream, and I've got bed heads sticking everywhere, and it's like, I haven't had a haircut in probably 4 months. Haven't trimmed the beard in like 6 weeks. I go until the beard starts getting like, I'll go like 2 months before I'll do a beard trim these days, and I'll probably do like 4 months between haircuts. I don't have to give a shit anymore. It's like I've moved beyond needing to care about it. And you'll get the young kids who'll like make fun of the hairline, and I'm like, bitch, I've got a bald spot. Like, I have the Hugh Laurie hairstyle, like, you know, or the Jack Nicholson. Like, there's a certain age where you just don't care, and you don't have to care. Like, I've been wearing hats and beanies and do-rags and bandanas like my whole life. It is what it is. The lion does not concern himself with hairlines. Man, that was good left. That was my second half of lunch, guys. Chris made New York strip and salad. That was good. Those little grape tomatoes. Second cup of coffee. I may have to go get some chocolate chip cookies now to fully finish my lunch. Ooh, we're gonna have
These men
combat
are
now.
outlaws, so do not expect them to have any honor in them. We kill any we find, for they will kill us given the chance.
Any honor in them. Yeah, my brother's kids are very blessed in that. So my brother is, I'm 46, so I think he's 33. He's gonna be 33 this year, and my brother was a millionaire before he was 30, and on paper, they are multi-millionaires at this point in their early 30s. And my brother is much like me. My brother never finished. He's actually a college dropout. His wife finished school, my sister-in-law. But my brother has always been into the cattle business since he was a kid. He's always had cows because that's what my dad did. And so but he does not. Some people will assume that because our dad did cows, my brother benefited from our dad. None of us, we're like zero contact with our parents. My brother is self-made. He ran an excavating company on his own, and then he's always had cows at the side, and they have just grown over the years by just working. You don't take no for an answer. You don't roll over and wait for somebody to hand you opportunities. You go out there and you make opportunities happen. Like, the world is what you make of it, and so you just have to get out there and fucking work. I'm not gonna be able to hit those from here, am I? Too far away.
Break loose.
But their kids, they go to school. They're in the public school system.
For the crows.
But their kids are also already. My niece is 7, so she has been earning a allowance since she was younger, doing chores, and then they do rodeo, right? Both of those kids do rodeo. And the only thing my brother did for those kids was he sponsored their initial entrances into the rodeo, right? When they were 3 or 4 years old when they started doing like mutton busting, when they run around and ride on the back of like sheep at the rodeo. So those kids have been participating in the rodeo for, my niece is 7, my nephew is like 12 almost, I think. So those kids have earned an allowance, and they have participated in rodeo, and they earn, depending on the year, because they earn trophies, they do pretty well for their age brackets in the rodeo, and they've been participating for years. They earn cash money prizes. They pay for their own entry fees from their winnings, and then the extra stuff from their winnings, they invest. So they both have their own cows. My nephew has his own award-winning chicken. He has a flock of chickens that he has won awards for, and he also has, he just started a herd of baby goats this past summer. As a matter of fact, on the YouTube channel for the ranch, they just built a goat shelter for his male goat, his billy goat now, who is I think 3 years old, and they just had their first like litter of goats like 6 months ago or something. So, you know, those kids are already at, you know, not even teenagers yet, and those kids are already leaps and bounds beyond what most kids will ever be. Because my brother and my sister-in-law are teaching them financial literacy and investing in being business owners, as opposed to waiting until they're 16 to go work at McDonald's or something, you know. And my brother and sister-in-law have not given those kids anything other than helping them with their initial entrance fees into the rodeo. They have paid for all their own entrance fees since then with their winnings, and they earn an allowance for doing chores. So they work in exchange for cash, and then they take that cash and they have turned it into investments into animals, which they are continuing to grow with. And by the time they are in their late teens, you know, theoretically they could each be worth $50,000 in animals, potentially. And that's something where you can then leverage your assets to borrow money to start a business. There's lots of things you can do.
If you have come for the 3 women who have journeyed in vain, they are ours now, and their bands will grow free here amongst the trees.
Alright, well I can't shoot from behind the fence. I learned that this last time, so let's start her back here. I didn't start investing until we moved here. My whole 30s, I always, whatever I earned, I put right back into the business and then traveled with it. And then we put all our money into the game studios. And then when we bought this property was the first time we started actively investing. Which is later in life, but I was too busy spending my money on experiences. And I had some, I've lived a pretty good life. I've done some cool shit. Worked a lot, but being able to travel around the world was always a big thing for me. I think we just wait.
I stand ready.
Come to us.
Your fight is meant to meet your end.
Hey. Alert and eager to kill.
Yes. Watching.
I fear no man. I watch for them.
I'm ready.
Guess I can shoot over the fences. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get to him. No, we don't have any kids. It's not possible for us to have kids.
Alert and eager to kill.
But we are watching our grandniece Mondays through Fridays. She's 3 years old, almost 4. We take care of her on the weekdays. Her mom works out of town.
Send you to Valhalla.
She goes to school right around the corner.
I was born for they move, they die.
She's been in on stream a few times. She likes to come in and tell me when it's lunchtime, and she brings me snacks all the time. She's a good kid.
Alert and eager to kill.
They move, they die.
That's also been, like, everything I've done with my wife, and a lot of people are here for the first time. Like, I've been a public figure for a very long time, so there's so much of this backstory that you guys could find on my old travel blog websites and all those blog posts and social media. Like, Chris had an ectopic pregnancy in 2014, I think, and then she had to have an operation to remove half of her tubes, and then yeah, it's just not possible.
Weapons ready.
Went through the surgery, all the recovery, that's all in blog posts and everything from back in the day. No, my brother and sister does not have a kid that has a kid. No.
Watching.
Eye sharp.
Ah, this guy's gonna go alert on me.
I'll finish this. I'm right here. Fight me.
He doesn't want to come at me. This guy does.
Huh? Watching.
I watch for them.
Show me who to kill. Watching.
No, none of our siblings has granddaughters, no.
I will stand with you.
I have a brother and a sister, that's it. And they're both in their 30s. Actually, how old is my sister? Actually, I think my sister is going to be 40 this year. Yeah, I think my sister turns 40 this year.
Yes?
Screw it, let's jump in.
I am the wall you break on.
No, grandniece is the daughter of a niece. So our niece has our niece is 20, I don't remember, 22, something like that. And she has a daughter who is our grandniece.
Blood for Odin. God.
I was born for war.
Oh, I didn't get to guard. This guy's gonna hurt. That guy has 35 hit points. Holy shit, I just noticed that. We need to... I need to lock him down.
I can't move.
What is your will?
This guy also has a boatload of hit points. I just noticed that.
None shall break me.
Get behind me. Come and meet your end.
What is
Show
he
me who to
doing
kill.
with those?
You won't wriggle away. I fear no man.
Valhalla awaits.
Nicely done. No. No. That's not how it works. My wife has a sister who has a daughter. That daughter has a daughter. And that's the grandniece.
God.
I will lead.
Genealogy! It's important.
Fight me, pig fucker! Give them iron! Give them death!
Oh, that's the first time I've seen the shield one. I'm gonna hold off on that. Can I? How does that work? There we go. So he's shaking. Oh, look at him cower. That's the new ability I just got. Oh, that's cool.
I am the wall you will break on!
I spin my saga.
Okay, that guy also has a boatload of hit points. But let's deal with this guy first. What's up, Sushi?
I will stand with you.
So she's
Valhalla
vulnerable.
awaits.
Okay. I can't use it. We gotta get through his armor first.
I stand unbroken.
I'll make a feast for crows.
So he's immune to almost everything because of his shield guard, maybe. Like I can't seem to hit him with like engage or anything. At least we're finally doing damage to his hit points.
Come!
Oh, but I
You
can
call
lock him in with this
yourself a
ability.
warrior?
I'll make a feast for crows. Yes.
I still can't use the bleed.
Here. Stand and fight!
Okay. Nice. Okay, got him down.
I will wade in the blood tide.
Valhalla awaits.
Oh, oh, ow. Ow, 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 ow. He finally decided he was going to shoot at me. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I can't break loose.
You want to come over and say hi? Oh, who's your big baby? What you doing? Oh, purr, purr, purr. You cried so hard to come in here and take a nap, and now you're awake. Did you hear mommy outside? Is that what it is? Yes. Yes, you're gonna eat the microphone. Is mommy giving snacks to somebody? Is that what you got up? I'll be right back. How does that work?
I'm ready.
I bleed.
Yeah, you're in a bad position, buddy.
Yeah.
I was born for war.
Let's get him healed.
Sword fame will be mine.
Huh?
How does that work? Okay.
I was born for war.
Favorite game of 2026 so far? It's too early in the year. I haven't played enough new releases yet. Santa salad? Ooh, I got some hack silver. Hang on, did that guy drop anything? I don't see that those guys dropped anything. Neither one of them. That totally looks like a bow on the ground. But it says throw rock. Huh. I'm guessing that's it. 10 riches. I like to see that. Uh-oh, Boldy's injured for 3 turns. I don't enjoy. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like Souls-like games, Starbright. So I generally don't play those. I know my tastes pretty well, so I pretty much only buy games or accept keys for games or sponsorships for things I know I'm going to enjoy. I generally don't do things that I know I'm not going to. I will try some things. Like, here's a good example. I knew going into it that Lies of P was a Souls-like, and I knew that I probably wouldn't like it, but the story sounded really, really cool, so I was willing to give it a shot, and they had like a demo available, and I played the demo and was immediately like, nope. Glad I didn't spend money on that, because even though the story sounded really cool and everything else, it was still a Souls-like. And then later on they added a story mode to it, and I was like, oh, I should go back and play it, but I just never had the time to go back and play it. I don't enjoy Souls-like games. I don't enjoy... So, like, any sort of, like, JRPG, the art style. Like, we were talking... Dribrom and I were talking about this earlier in the chat, like... Because somebody asked if I own a Nintendo Switch, and I was like, no, because I don't really like JRPGs. Like, I don't really enjoy the... I'm not a weeb, so the whole ooh-woo waifu thing doesn't do it for me. I just, like, I tried really, like, I love the original Final Fantasy VII, like, on the PlayStation, and when the remake happened, I played it and it was cool. Then I got the second part of the remake, which was like 2 years ago. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I think is what it was called. And I abandoned the playthrough because it had so many mini games in it. So I would be playing the game and progressing the storyline, and all of a sudden, mini game, and they would make you learn a brand new set of controls for the mini game, which would you only do one time. And what would you get as a reward from the mini game? Outfits for Tifa and the other girl. And it was literally just getting bikinis and sexy outfits for the waifus. And I was like, this game has no point. Like, I have no reason to finish this game. Because literally the story keeps getting interrupted by these stupid mini games that have nothing to do with the main story. And it's all about just earning, like, cosmetic gear to make the girls look sexy. And it was just, I lost interest immediately. It was like, this is boring. What was the one with the last year it came out? And it had it was the big boobed, like, she had a sword. And it was all jiggle physics. It was like a sci-fi game, and everyone raved about Stellar Blade. Right, that's the one. Like, everyone raved about Stellar Blade is so good. I went and played the demo, and was like, this is the most boring. The only reason people are playing this game is because she has a fat, juicy ass and a big set anime titties. That's the only reason people are playing this game, and they can get all these skins, and then they can fap to the waifu on their screen. And I'm just not that dude. So, like, I don't, so yeah, those types of games, no. I know what I like, and I pretty much stick to the things I know I like. Let's look at projects, actually, because I might be able to finally do the Great Market. Yes, I can finally do the Great Market. That's the only thing I care about right now is the Great Market. Respawn says they were legit saying it was good. I was like, no effing way. Yeah, I didn't like it at all. Owen asks, what sort of game is this? ARPG? No, this is a tactical turn-based settlement sim and, like, yeah, it's a tactical turn-based settlement sim and action game, right? It's not a narrative I mean, it is a narrative RPG, but not in the sense that you have branching narrative. Like, but there is no choice in the dialogue. Like, you're just there's lots of cutscenes in between telling a story, but it is very much it's all about this right here. We have a settlement. Well, hang on, I'm in the middle of a turn right now. I have to finish the turn. So it's turn-based here, and then we have turn-based combat where you have a party of adventurers and you have a party of characters that you level up and give them equipment. Established. Frackie's been hard at work on his jetty. We need to visit Frackie. And then lots of cutscenes like this in between the turn-based elements of the game.
This cannot be the same boat with the hole.
Of course it is. But now she is beautiful, no? She just needed someone to care for her. These are lovers' hands.
So you're a shipbuilder?
You could say that.
Then how did you wash up here? Nearly drowned in an old fishing boat.
You have heard of Jarl Odkr? Well, he was my Jarl. He wanted a ship. But not just any ship. A beautiful, sleek wave steed. A sea eagle that would fill his enemies with fear. So I built him a dragon ship, the like of which you have never seen. Narrow and fast, 30 rowing benches. A ship of whom even the gods would be envious. When my work was done, Jarl Odkr fell in love with the ship. Of course. But he was so afraid some other Jarl would pay me to make another just like it. He sent men to cut off my right arm.
Thor's balls. How did you escape?
Njord, Lord of the sea and wind, warned me of the Jarl's treachery. So I ran down to the sea and found this little boat waiting for me.
So now you have no Jarl?
I have nothing but my skill and these hands.
Why don't you stay? Live with us and honor the gods with your work.
Maybe we will do great
Exactly,
things
Starbright.
together.
That's exactly the point.
I will stay.
The combat is so good in this game, and it's like, dude, you're not playing that game for the combat. You're playing it for the boob physics. Especially when all of your clips of the game and all of your screenshots of her like posing on a ladder while she's bouncing in some little skin-tight, skimpy outfit. Like, there is a very specific audience for that. It's a very specific audience for that. Don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for anime titties as much as the next guy, but I'm more of a Yennefer Vengerberg type. We still have some more turns to get that done. Oh, we have a mission that just popped up. Stealing the show. Well, let's finish the Great Market first. Yeah, it was not a... The demo was not good for me, Great Cat. Like, I didn't see anything in the demo that would make me want to play it longer than the demo. Once I realized it was all about selling skins, I was like, yeah, I'm not interested. Same thing with the First Descendant, I think it was called. It's a free-to-play shooter. It actually had a pretty cool storyline, and I enjoyed the gunplay. But I immediately noticed that, like, as soon as you got into the game, like, all of the rewards were just skins for the female characters, and I was playing like one of the only male characters in the game, which was the guy with the gun, the automatic rifle, and the grenade. Almost all of the other characters were female characters with skimpy outfits, and that was like what everything about the cash shop and everything. It was just like, yeah, this game's not for me. People who want a trophy hunt, go for it. It's not for me. I like to complete the storyline and then move on. Man, we've got a pretty cool looking settlement now. Alright. A group of wandering entertainers request aid because a wealthy landowner called Hogni has taken some of their number prisoner. Oh, this is going to be a big battle if they're giving me. Six characters.
The road leads to Karl Hogni's Hall, where steel and song have already clashed. The Skalds came to perform, but loose tongues betrayed them. A thrall overheard their boasts, whispers of silver stolen from Jarl Aeger's chest. Fearing he'd be their next victim, Hogni struck first, seizing 3 of them. But the entertainers did not go quietly. In the scuffle, they took their own hostages. One thrall, one
There's more male
prized
characters
hound,
now, Allie says.
demanding
Oh, I
a
might have to
trade.
go check it out again.
Now both sides turned
I
to
enjoyed the
Gunnar,
gameplay.
not just as a warrior, but as
And the
judge.
story was actually kind of
Were
fun.
they thieves or wrongly accused?
Maybe,
Was
I wonder if I
Hogni
should go back
right
and check
to
it out
act,
again.
Or too quick to draw his sword. Justice is a blade with 2 edges. The wrong choice could cut deep.
Because it had a
Before the
pretty
night
cool
is
science
done, a
fiction
verdict
storyline
must
that I
be
quite
given.
enjoyed.
And in this land, law belongs to the strong.
I might have to put that on the PS5 Pro. I am going to be playing Crimson Desert, yep. I wouldn't say that I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it as one of many RPGs that I'm going to be playing this year. But I'm definitely not on the hype train about it. Matter of fact, I'm more along the lines of cautiously optimistic because I see it trying to do 5 million different things, and I'm not convinced that it's going to be able to do all of those things well. So I'm cautiously optimistic that Crimson Desert can do the things that hopefully it says. No, I don't think the PS5 Pro is worth the upgrade for the average gamer. I've been very vocal about that in the past. If you've ever missed those conversations, I only have it because my original PS5 blew up and I had warranty, and so I got warranty money back, and so I just spent a couple extra $100 to get the upgrade. Was the only reason I have it.
These performers are all the same. They deal in tricks and deception, in words and rhyme, rather than working the fields and pulling the ore. Their kind cannot be trusted. If you are a man worthy of his sword, then side with us.
Shit. Allie says the story has progressed quite far. Well, damn it. I don't need another thing to get sidetracked with, but I did have quite a fun time playing that. I gotta get through Destiny 2 though. Do I have a chance to talk to these guys first?
You have made your choice, Jarl Gunnar, and you will pay dearly for it.
The road leads to Karl Hogni's Hall, where steel and song have already clashed. The Skalds came to perform, but loose tongues betrayed them. A thrall overheard their boasts, whispers of silver stolen from
Okay,
Jarl.
so I missed some of what they were. I gotta pay attention here, because so they stole silver from another Jarl, and they showed up here, and this Jarl took 3 of them hostage, knowing that they would probably attempt to rob him, and then they took his prized hound. So I need to side with the other Jarl probably here.
Jarl Gunnar.
Yeah, exactly,
at last.
Allie.
Someone who knows the worth of song and
I only
saga.
have so much time to
Will you
dedicate
help
to a
us free
shooter,
our
and I'm
friends?
too deep into
I swear,
Destiny 2 at the
upon
moment.
the honor of my ancestors, we are no thieves.
These performers are all the same. They deal in tricks and deception, in words and rhyme, rather than working the fields and pulling the ore. Their kind cannot be trusted. If you are a man worthy of his sword, then side with us.
So the dialogue we got at the beginning of this mission clearly says that the bards did this thing. They stole money from a previous Jarl. But then this conversation casts doubt on that and makes it sound like maybe they didn't. Because they're saying that we never robbed anybody. And it's like, well, who am I supposed to trust? Like, I feel inclined to trust the narrator who told me that they are thieves. I wish I could, but see, because this game is not a narrative RPG, I can't talk to both parties to find out more information. It's just pick a side.
So be it, Jarl Gunnar. We will weave no saga over your worthless corpse.
Huh. Well...
Huh?
Let me send you to Valhall.
I spin my saga. I watch for them.
What is your will?
Take care of the archer. Actually, she has this cool ability I want to try to use. Oh, she only got 2 of them, though.
I can't move.
Show me who to kill.
Show me where you bleed from.
Let them come.
I'll make a feast for crows.
Slaughter them!
Yes.
Hey. Hey. I fear no man.
I'm ready.
What's up, Britt? Good afternoon indeed. Victory! Oh, and we immediately have another fight. I'm assuming these are all of them. Okay.
Sword fame will be mine. Uller, steady my aim.
She's gonna get a whole bunch of those with that shot. What? Why did she hit her own people? I'm disappointed in you, girlfriend.
They move, they die.
Apparently, you're so... Oh, and he ran right through her guard. I'm disappointed. wonder if that's like a critical fail. Yeah, they're running right through her guard. That's not supposed to happen. Like, she's watching that path and they're just running through it. So this encounter might be a little buggy.
I'm ready.
Okay. That's one way to do it.
I'm right here! Fight me!
We are the storm!
Huh? None shall break me.
This is going to be a bit of a long fight. Excuse me.
For the gods!
I have played a lot of World of Warcraft. Yep. Not currently playing it, though. Not in a couple of years. Played through Dragonflight, The War Within most recently. Finished all the raids in The War Within, and then that was it. There's a huge World of Warcraft playlist over on my YouTube channel. Also played all of World of Warcraft Classic, up to and through Lich King. Did not play the game at launch because I was too busy with EverQuest 2. So I came late to World of Warcraft, but I have played quite a bit of it.
I watch for them.
Sword Thane will be mine. They move, they die. I fear no man.
Okay, so she borked that. I don't see any archers, to be honest with you. If there's no archers, just pelters. How far is the radius on that? Oh, it shows them in green. I see. She is kicking ass and taking names right now.
Uller, guide my arrow.
I will stand with you.
Come on up, buddies.
Hey.
I'm gonna say you. Come on up.
Face me if you dare. God.
Come on in, buddy.
I'm ready.
I am going to choose to guard.
I stand ready.
Or alert, sorry.
I spin my saga, alert and eager to kill.
Okay, Take a bite. Oh, reinforcements. Whoa, he just charged. That's the first time I've seen that ability used. Oh, big boy's coming in now.
Show me who to kill.
Alright, how many can I hit with this? Yeah, we're doing that. Hit all 4 of them. That's a cool ability right there. It has a 4 turn cooldown though. Still, very groovy. What is he trying to do? He's got ferocity. Pick him off one by one. God, she's a badass. Let's just melt those. Bring it on. Bring it on, big boy.
I'll make a feast for crows.
We're gonna alert that way.
Watching. Huh?
We're gonna alert
I
and
stand
wait.
ready.
Oh, we got... Are those coming in from behind us? Oh, they're gonna rush. I might not want to wait. Oh, poodoo. Okay, yeah, we're getting bad guys from the back end too.
I was born
right?
for war.
Yeah, outcast cutthroats.
Let them come.
I spin my saga.
She did not get a chance to guard.
Huh?
Alright, we need to lock these down. I can get 3 of
Ulla,
them.
guide my arrow. Guard.
They definitely, yeah, some fights have reinforcements. Yep. Not all fights, but some of the big fights do. Ouch. This is the guy I gotta worry about right here. Oh no, that's not the big boss. It's this dude. I gotta burn this guy down here pretty quick. God, his confidence shout is like huge radius. He's got 30 hit points. I should probably...
Alert and eager to kill.
Yeah, you've got a
Show
shield.
me who to kill.
You need to get up here, buddy. Actually, can I? He's not quite in range.
Come, if you call yourself a warrior.
Okay, I've got him locked now.
We are the
Ah, you
sword.
missed, bitch. Yeah, definitely need to focus on the big boy.
And fight.
What is your will?
Okay. Yeah, let's break that armor. Oh, he skipped.
Huh?
Alright,
Come here, you slippery fuck!
pick fuckers and slippery fucks.
No!
I'll make a feast for the crows.
Take a bite. Oh, and she got him. I love that berserker leap, man. Oh, and she missed.
Guard! I will wade in the blood tide.
Okay, let's lock down what I can here. I missed. I missed twice. What? Oh, they want my archer. Come here, buddy.
Let steel sing. Till Valhall.
Aye.
Hoggy didn't fight with
Which
your
of us
playthrough
will
showcaser.
feed the crows with the other?
I spin myself.
Nutsi says, I'm not sure what kind of genre this game is, but it looks fun and the cutscenes are awesome. Yeah, it's like a turn-based, it's turn-based combat. It's turn-based settlement management. I believe it's called a turn-based tact. I believe they define on the Steam page as like a turn-based tactical action game. It's not really an RPG. I mean, kind of is. It's a type of RPG. But I would have to look at the Steam page to remember how they've got it defined.
I've got you now.
I follow where you lead.
I will wade in the blood tide.
Let's see what I have here.
You won't wriggle away.
I love it. Bam! Stay down.
I was born for war.
Yeet! Oh, he deflected.
I fear no man.
Let's get him a skull cracker. No, I don't personally care about that kind of stuff, Showcaser. It's cool when you can create your own character, but I don't have an opinion one way or the other about being able to create a character versus playing a defined character. It really doesn't bother me. The only ones that I really kind of am like annoyed with is like when it's forced, like in like Path of Exile 2 as an example. and I don't get to pick the type of sorcerer I have to play. Like I have to play a female sorcerer, and I would like to play like an actual sorcerer, like a male sorcerer. But when it makes sense, like for example Star Wars Outlaws, I got no problem because that character is so kick-ass. Like I don't have a problem playing female characters. It's when you give me options, but then I'm like Path of Exile 2, you give me 6 different classes to choose from, but then I'm gender locked on the classes. That is a mild annoyance. It's not a big deal. It is a mild annoyance because I would love to have a really cool mage, which is why it's really cool that you can do that in Diablo 4. But with a game like this, I'm very happy, very content playing Gunnar and his sister because the revenge story is just a lot of fun. So I'm happy to just roll with it. I don't think there's any other loot here. There is no Elder Scrolls 6 news. The game will be out when it's out. I got a new helm. And ooh, Hugh has a +2 knockback. Yeah, it's gender locking is weird. A female sorcerer is a sorceress, not a sorcerer. Male sorcerer, female sorceress. Whereas wizard versus witch. Oh, the Oblivion remaster is great, Nati. Had a great time with that last year. All right. Equipment. What was that we just got that dropped? Oh, we got a new helmet, Hunter's Hood. Ah, here it is, helmet. He can wear it. Who else can wear it? Is he the only one that can wear it? It's the spearman that can wear it. Alright, let's go back to the spearman. You know what? I don't care about you. You don't need it. I'm going to sell it. Oh, and the other one was like a drinking horn, which is probably one of these things. Actually, it's not showing up as a... There it is. Hugh has a knockback. Yeah, let's take it. Alright. Yeah, I agree with that, Ali. A mage would be a better unisex term in those cases, yeah. Okay. Man, I really don't need too many more things here. I feel like we're probably getting towards the end of the story. Because my herdmen, some of them are like close to max level. Oh, this guy has a whole bunch of abilities I could take. Because he's almost to the cap. Oh, strike the ground, causing harmful effects in an area based on distance. Deals 10 damage to all targets within a 2-tile radius. Oh, that right there is badass. Giant's Fury. Fuck yeah. And I don't really have any other projects to build at the moment. What's up, Connor? Yeah, they were supposed to do a console release at the exact same time as the PC release, but they pushed it back. So console release is coming later this year.
I will do it.
That's probably enough in terms of I don't want to spend all my riches in one go. Oh, something just popped. What is that? Unanswered requests. Gunnar, a sail has been spotted to the south. It is heading towards Survik. Who is arriving?
So I climb out onto the ledge. It was high. Whoa, higher even than the mast on my own ship. The air was warm, fragrant with a heady scent of jasmine. The night's breeze like a soft kiss against my arse cheeks. I was still naked, of course. I started to climb.
And she's loving every minute of
easy
it. That's
task,
awesome.
for in one hand
Maybe
I
she'll
had
finally
clutched
leave
the
Gunnar
rose
alone.
which my lover had worn in her raven hair that night. But the blood was hot in my veins. I was mad for love, like a berserker for battle. But I knew that to stay was to die. Prince's guards were big men, big shoulders, like our friend here. Did I mention she was a princess? Well, that was my mistake, I suppose.
The
I
bard
ran
is
then.
like, no,
I'm not
come
too
on,
proud to
somebody's
admit
stealing
it.
my thunder.
I jumped into the sea and swam like a fish for my ship. And I never saw Theodora again. But sometimes, on those rare summer nights, when the wind comes from the east, I catch the faintest smell of jasmine, and my heart hammers in my chest. So, my little friend, the name of my ship, you ask? Well, she's called Theodora, of course.
And believe me, Jarl Eivor has several other ships too. All of them named after beautiful women.
This is the way.
So well, Ryder. To what do I owe this honor?
I was just passing and I thought to myself, Eva, you should visit your new friend Gunnar. And I have gifts.
I like
Spices
gifts.
from the east, nutmeg and cinnamon, so that you all may eat like princes from the faraway lands. Ooh, and mead, golden and as sweet as Freya's tears.
And it is good to see you. But why have you really come? No one is ever just passing Sudavik.
Well, there is something I wanted to discuss with you, if you have the time. As you know, Hauker Blacktooth's land sits beside my own.
Every day that dog draws breath is a blade in my guts.
I know it, Gunnar. Helheim is too good for that feckless fuck. We both want him dead.
How has he offended you?
Offended? He has done worse than offend me. He has attacked me. After the Jarl mate knowing that my best herdmen were still in Hjötland, he seized 2 of my northern villages, claiming them as his own.
Steinar's warhound grows bold.
That is not all. He has sent me an ultimatum. If I do not give up my lands in Valdres and leave for Hjötland there to remain until I cross the Rainbow Bridge, he will put my people to the sword.
And you were just passing Sudavik.
Gunnar, alone we have no chance of beating Hauker.
Thanks, Raoul.
Together, there is some hope. If the gods favor us.
My uncle still
You could
said he would
bring your
help too,
mother
I
home.
think.
If he has harmed her,
We will
take his eyes and feed them to the crows.
Where is Hauke now?
He is holed up in his den. Well, more like an eagle's nest. It won't be easy, Gunnar.
Nothing is easy, Jarl Eivor. But I'm with you. We will send Hauke to Helheim, where you and I will be drinking together in Valhall.
Well, that is probably on the map now as a mission. Oh, I don't see it. Sweat Lodge is down. Long shot for a longship. Young Fraki and a daring rail to steal back a stolen ship from Jarl Odkar's pyre before Flame claims the finest vessel ever built. That's still not like the mission where we're supposed to attack the Jarl or the uncle, the crazy. Not the uncle, but the crazy guy who killed our father. I don't see that popped up as a mission yet. That's the longship quest. I don't really read books anymore. I used to read a lot. I had a very big book collection before I started traveling full time, which I got rid of. Yeah, I don't read anymore. I really don't. I play video games all the time, and Chris and I watch TV shows. I think the last time I did any reading was a couple years ago. I was reading through the Dune trilogy. I actually have a Kindle Paperwhite, which might not even be charged right now. It actually does still have battery. I charge it about every 6 months. So yeah, as you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I was reading, I don't know if that's going to show up or not. Like all the Dune books. But that's been 2 years ago probably when I was doing the Decoding Dune podcast. Yeah, I don't really read anymore. I used to, but I mean, when I was writing for a living and writing books, fantasy and sci-fi and stuff, I used to read a lot more. But I don't anymore because I'm not actively in that anymore. Is there an RPG that I wish I had played but never got around to? No, I mean, I had never played Skyrim, so it was really nice to finally play Skyrim over the holidays, and we're still kind of plugging away at that playthrough. That was fun. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I've missed a few here and there. Like I didn't play Fallout 4 until last year. I've been enjoying the second playthrough of that recently, doing stuff I'd never seen before. I can't think of any RPGs that I've missed that I wish I had played. Not off the top of my head. I would be hard pressed. Like if someone mentioned a bunch of games and there was something in the list that I was like, oh yeah, I never played that. You know, it'd be intriguing, but I don't think there's anything I've sat down and been like, I wished I would have played that. Well, if there's not another mission that's going to pop up, we'll probably just go do this one that we've got. There we go. Something just cropped up. Okay. We got multiple things that just popped. Battle of the Borg. Hawker rots from within, corrupt as Needhog, growing the roots of Yggdrasil. Join your forces with mine, Gunnar. Let's take the battle too, and we'll split the stinking wretches. So that's the one to theoretically kill The guy who killed my parents. Alright, that is a hard save moment. Okay. Oakley dokley. Alright, folks, we're 3 hours in. I think that is a good place to wrap up our stream right now. I need to go check with Chris. She is doing outside work. She's putting new screens on the outside windows. If she's still going to be busy for the next couple of hours doing chores outside, I'm probably going to be back in about 15 minutes with another stream playing something else. I don't know what that might be yet. If she is almost done with her work, I will not, because we'll end up watching a movie or something. But I don't know where she's at in her project stage. So I'm going to wrap this up here, and we will continue this adventure maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday morning, so we'll be doing Destiny 2 tomorrow morning, followed by some Skyrim. I don't know if we're playing Lotro tomorrow night. If we're playing Lotro, I probably won't play an afternoon session, so we'll probably be back for more of Norse on Monday. We start Towerborn on, I think, Thursday? Let me check my calendar here. I think the 26th is Towerborn. Thursday, yep. But I feel like we're probably getting pretty close to the end of this one, because I don't know what will be after I kill the uncle. But if I know what that last big bad boss fight was like, we had a big, it was like a 2-hour mission. So I'm anticipating this one's going to be like a 2-hour mission, which is why I'm not going to do it right now, because it's probably going to send me off on like a 2-hour battle. So yeah, actually, if you guys want to give me, just give me 5. Not even 5. Give me 30 seconds. I'm going to go ask Chris where she's at, and then I can inform you guys if I'll be right back or not. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to come back with a short stream. We'll do something else here in about 10-15 minutes. It'll be a shorter stream. I'm not going to do another 3-hour session. We'll probably do like an hour, hour and a half of something. She's still wrapping up. Then she's got to take care of the ducks and chickens and take a shower and everything else. And then we're going to watch some shows. We got to finish the last 2 episodes of Spartacus, House of Usher. Last night we watched Greenland Part 2, Migration, which was okay. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still a fun sequel. But tonight we got to get caught up on our House of Asher show. Anyway, I'll be back in 10-15 minutes with another stream of something. I don't know what I want to play yet. I'm going to go outside and do some jumping jacks and stretch my eyes a bit and figure out what I want to play for the last little stretch of the day. So I'll be back in about 15 minutes, everybody. Live as always, YouTube, Twitch, Kick It, TikTok. While you're waiting, get over to the YouTube channel because everything in between the streams happens over there. Don't forget the Discord, the Patreon, the merch store, the Amazon store with all the books, the Homestead channel, and I'll see everybody here in a bit.